I come in?
What if I said no?
I'd pull rank and say it was my house.
That's what I thought.
I know you hate me pressing you like this.
Then, Mason, don't do it.
If it was your father lying there, you'd want to know, too.
Mason, I have nothing more to say.
All right, don't say anything. You just stand there and listen while I think out loud, okay? Now, since you're so reluctant to tell me, I have to assume it's a member of the family.
Mason, that's your assumption.
Yeah, maybe so, but it's a logical one. So let's start with Ted, okay? Ted's easy to dismiss. He's the eternal optimist. He's never believed Dad's condition was fatal anyway. Besides that, he's not capable of killing his own father, even if he thought it was the right thing to do. Also, he's with Sophia. There's 2 alibis, one for each of them. Kelly has an even better one. She was in the hospital with Nick.
I know all of this.
I just want you to understand that I'm not picking my suspect casually, that I'm not pointing the finger at Eden out of some warped need for sibling revenge. But it's easy to see that Eden's alibi is the weakest, isn't it? Even Gina has a better one. She was at the hotel with Brandon. Eden, well, the only person who can back her up is Kirk.
So?
So I don't think Kirk Cranston would exactly have to be coerced into protecting Eden.
Mason, you're making an awful lot of assumptions.
I have to. Nobody will tell me anything. What about you, Dad? You want to tell me who tried to do you in? Which of your nearest and dearest?
Mason, stop it. You're not going to make me feel guilty about keeping my word.
Well, why did Cruz make you promise, Mary? Did you ever wonder about that? Why he hasn't arrested anyone? You accused me of being too close to the situation, Mary. What about Cruz? You think he's being objective? I think he's just delaying the inevitable, praying that another suspect will pop up out of nowhere.
Mason, the other nurse is downstairs, ready to come on duty. I am off to the clinic. Don't follow me.
Wait for an hour, Castillo. Where you been?
Earl, for the 17,000th time, it's Castillo, and I want you out of here. We don't have an appointment.
What do you mean appointment? You know I show up in the middle of the day.
You show up whenever you want to. That's your idea of an appointment.
Okay. You don't want me around anymore. You just say the word.
Not today, okay?
Why? You want to do a big one?
You can say that.
We are talking big?
Might be called big, yet don't.
Hey, I'm curious. That's how I find things out. That's what makes the pearl shine, Inspector. It increases my value in the eyes of the law.
Yeah, well, the law will call you, my man. Do not call the law.
You forget the Robinson case already? You bagged and boxed that character thanks to me.
What, are we talking history of this? What the Robinson case? What, they got to do nothing?
Are you going to feed your face with, what is that? Is that pastrami?
This is liverwurst, man. They serve it at a little coffee shop 2 blocks down to the right, the same place you pass every time you come in here with your hands empty.
I wouldn't touch that stuff if I was starving. You ought to hang out at Buzz's place more often, man. I mean, now we deliver.
Yeah, but you don't do liverwurst. Really, get off my back, man. Let me have lunch. Whatever it is you're selling, I'm not in the market today.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be so sure if I was you. You know the little lady.
Who's that?
Name's Capwell.
Which Capwell?
What do you care? Eat your sandwich.
Hey, Pearl. Pearl. Which Capwell?
First name, Eden. Miss Eden Capwell. What's the matter, Castillo? Why don't you finish your sandwich?
I called the house. I figured you'd be here. I hope you don't mind that I came.
It's all right.
Look, are you okay?
No. I'm sorry. It's just that Cruz found me here.
Did he question you?
Well, baby, what did you say?
Well, he asked me if I'd taken my father off the life support systems, and I said no. I said that I hadn't gone near the machines, that I hadn't been near my father. Just one lie after another.
Look, sweetheart, you can't think about it like that.
I lied. I lied. Don't you understand that?
Eden, stop.
I have to keep lying.
Eden, stop it. Don't you understand? You even said yourself you'd never have done it if you hadn't have been drinking.
No excuse. No excuse.
Eden, you have nothing to feel guilty about. You were only trying to do what your father begged you to do. Now, would he want you to go to prison for that?
I don't know.
Well, look, he is alive now. He wasn't harmed by it. You didn't do anything. I am not going to let you do this to yourself.
You didn't have to see his eyes. His eyes, Cruz's eyes, knew that I was lying.
What do you mean? How would he know? What are you talking?
He knew.
Eden, he has no proof, no witnesses.
This is not about legal technicalities. It is about that I stood here in front of a man that I was going to spend the rest of my life with, and I lied to him. I looked him in the face and I lied to him. And I knew that it was over. That it was over between me and him. I would really appreciate it if you would leave me alone.
Listen, baby, I am too worried about you.
There's nothing you can do for me. There's nothing anybody can do.
I thought you said you weren't in the market.
Don't play games with me, man. I just want an answer.
Great, terrific. That's why I'm here. Answers for sale. So, let's talk business.
Listen, man, we're not talking business. I want an answer.
Wait a minute. Don't freak out on me. What is this? I'll tell you. But you ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna like it one bit. Delivery for Duval?
Oh, delivery from where?
Sweets Fountain Cafe.
Oh, no, there must be some mistake. Well, that's my name, and that is the address. I know who sent this. Take it back.
What's the problem?
No problem. What's in there, anyway?
2 chili dogs, onion rings, a sarsaparilla float,
A
banana.
sarsaparilla? Are you serious? Man, I'm crazy about these things. Wow. Wow.
Do you want to keep it?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Oh, here, wait a minute. Thank you.
Looks good, whatever it is.
I was going to send it back.
What is it?
Mason, you really think that's all it takes, don't you? Armful of flowers, plate full of sushi, a sarsaparilla float.
Sarsaparilla, is that what it is?
Oh, don't play dumb with me. Mason, you know you sent this.
Wish I had.
What'd you do anyway? Hire a private detective to go through my yearbook? I mean, I wouldn't put it past you, of course.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I need a lawyer. You know a good lawyer? Because I would like to report an invasion of privacy.
Maybe if I went out and came back in again.
Oh, no, don't bother, Mason, because, you know, anyone who would stoop to going through a yearbook to make a splashy gesture like this is not welcome here. So, did you go into my bedroom? Did you read my diary?
I didn't know you had a yearbook, much less a diary.
Oh, come on, Mason. I mean, how else are you going to know about sarsaparilla? Unless, of course, you talked to Mark personally.
Mark?
Mark. My old friend Mark. We used to go to this old luncheonette in Ventura, and, oh, they had the most incredible...
Sarsaparilla floats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it all sounds very, picturesque, but I assure you I knew nothing about it.
Mason, are you going to stand there and tell me you didn't send me this?
I didn't.